everyone, I'm Sarai and welcome to my playthrough of Resident Evil 1. Would you believe me if I said this is my third time trying to record this first part? So before we get started, I just kind of want to have a little talk. Let me pause this screen before cutscenes start. Sorry. So I just kind of wanted to have a little quick talk about a few things. This is my first video on YouTube, so I apologize if I'm awkward or nervous. It's I'm getting the hang of it. I apologize. But yeah, so I've been wanting to make Let's Plays for a long time, years even, and it wasn't until recently I got kind of the gumption and courage really to do it after watching so much of Suzanne the Raider here on YouTube. If you're not familiar, Suzanne is a Let's Player whose channel is heavily Tomb Raider focused, amongst other games, but especially Tomb Raider. And I enjoy so much how she kind of tells stories and narrates what's happening. And yeah, just her passion for Tomb Raider really inspired me to do something similar, but with my favorite series, which is Resident Evil. I will leave a link for Suzanne's channel in the description box down below if you would like to check her out. I highly recommend. Wonderful person, wonderful channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and let the opening cutscene play, and we'll talk more about it and everything like that after the fact. I'm gonna do a new game, of course. As you can tell, I'm playing the director's cut, so we have the option of difficulties. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. I'm not very good at the early Resident Evil games. Well, I'm not very good at tank controls, so I'm gonna just do standard. I have no desire to test myself. Yeah, tank controls were before my time when it comes to playing video games. When I started playing video games like on my own, it was already past tank controls, really. Well, you know, like it doesn't come naturally to me, so forgive me. It's going to be a little rough at times, and you might get frustrated with me, but please, I request your patience. I request your patience, apparently. Okay, so you have the option of playing as Chris Redfield or as Jill Valentine, and ultimately they're the same, but there are certain things that make them different. So different characters, different encounters. As I was saying, you have different characters, different encounters, different cutscenes, but ultimately they are the same in the respect of main storyline and the ultimate mission. But it's also well known that Jill's side is the easier of the two, and since this is my first playthrough not my first playthrough, but my first video, I would like to take it easy on myself and you know, just enjoy the ride for now. And I love Jill. Jill's one of my favorite characters, so we're going to be playing as Jill Valentine. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm also going to do my best not to talk during cutscenes, so I'm gonna zip it.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
Joseph!
No! Don't go! Jill, run for that house!
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
They have escaped into the mansion, where they thought it was safe. Yet,
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
A dining room.
that's correct, Barry. It is a dining room. Okay, so let's talk about that opening cutscene and kind of what's happening. So, again, I'm sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. He's deaf, and so he just yells. Oh, and if you see me looking down, I have typed and printed my little notes. I love this series so much that I don't want to forget anything, so I want to be as thorough and accurate as I can. So I wrote it down beforehand so I can be professional. The day is July 24th, 1998, and we are in the Arklay Mountains just outside of Raccoon City, a Midwestern town in the United States. A string of bizarre murders have been taking place where families and individuals have been attacked by a group of people, reportedly the victims having been eaten. Raccoon Police Department's very own STARS Bravo team was sent out the night before to investigate the killings but have gone radio silent. The Alpha team is dispatched. Landing with their own helicopter to find Bravo team, Alpha begins to search. Joseph Frost finds a severed hand still clutching a handgun and is soon attacked by mutated dogs and killed. The other Alpha members sprint back to the helicopter, but the pilot, Brad Vickers, has taken off and abandoned them. Desperate, the remaining members spot a mansion in the distance and make a run for it, all while being chased by the mutated beasts. Reaching the mansion, only 3 members have made it to safety, those being Captain Albert Wesker, Barry Burton, and Jill. Chris is missing. While talking in the main hall, a gunshot is heard from the west wing. Wesker orders Jill and Barry to investigate while he remains there, so Jill and Barry enter through the doors on the west side and enter the lavish dining hall. Alright, and now here we are. We are now in control of our dear Jill. And we're just gonna go straight and see what Barry's up to. He went all the way to the other end.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Always made me giggle how fascinated Barry is by the pool of blood. So right off the bat, we're just going to grab this emblem that's sitting right above the fireplace. Will you take the emblem? Yes. And we're going to go for this door over here and witness probably the most iconic cutscene of this game. Maybe. Definitely up there, though. Okay, we're just gonna turn around and immediately leave. I have no desire to to fight this guy.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Okay. I think it's so funny that Jill said that. Hold on, I want to see. Can I go back through this door? I've got to report this to Wesker. I find it funny that Jill said that. Like Kenneth could have been killed by this thing. It's like, he probably was. It was eating him. That was probably what killed him.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Okay. Where did Wesker go? He was just right here. Well, all we need to do right here actually is just go underneath the stairs.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time, I'll be there.
Okay. A lot just happened. Let's recap, shall we? Jill stumbles upon a gruesome sight. In front of her, a sickly man, seemingly decomposing, a zombie, is feasting on Bravo Team's very own Kenneth J. Sullivan. The infected man, who is apparently still hungry, rises and pursues Jill. Small note. a side note, really. At that point, you can decide if you want to kill the zombie then, or like we did, just run back to Barry. It's important to know if you kill the zombie, I believe you can pick up like 2 ammo clips from Kenneth's body. I'm actually not certain if, I can't remember if, later if we go back to examine Kenneth's body, if we can still obtain those ammo clips. We'll see, we'll find out. Jill bursts through the door and calls for Barry. She points at the zombie that has followed her into the dining room, and Barry, while alarmed, keeps his cool and blows the zombie's head off. Literally, it explodes. They decide they've seen enough and figure it's best to report back to Captain Wesker. Upon returning to the main hall, Jill and Barry discover Wesker is gone and nowhere to be found. Without many options left, they decide to separate. But, before doing so, Barry provides Jill with a lockpick, honoring her with the nickname, the Master of Unlocking. They bid each other farewell, and Barry heads to the west wing, while Jill heads east. And now we're solo. Jill is all on her own. We will see Barry a couple more times throughout the game. He is a recurring character. But yeah, at this point, we're on our own. So, to kick things off, let's check the front doors just for fun. Actually pretty terrifying. The sound effects alone were pretty creepy. So right here is the typewriter, and there is an ink ribbon sitting right in front of the typewriter too. So the ink ribbon and the typewriter, I've said that a lot in just the last few seconds, they are the save system of Resident Evil 1, along with a handful of other Resident Evil titles, and it's a staple throughout all the games, really, in some way or another, I should say. But that's how you save. So you collect ink ribbons throughout the game, and depending on how many ink ribbons you have is how many times you can save. So if you only have 5 ink ribbons, you can only save 5 times. And it was a clever way of kind of keeping you on the edge of your seat. Like, if you weren't sure if you were gonna survive in a little bit, but like, do I want to waste a save and stuff like that. It was a very smart way of implementing a save system. But okay, so we went right into the gallery, the blue doors, and first off, this beautiful statue, a woman drawing water. And thankfully, someone left these little stairs here for us. There we go, we can see it better. And as you can see, statue, she's holding something in her water basin. So we'll push these steps towards her and collect whatever she's holding. It's a map of first floor. Will you take it? You got the map of the first floor. Thank you. So I'm gonna be playing this game the best way I know how, or where I'm most familiar with, so it might not be like the most sufficient or most, I don't know, sufficient. I meant, sorry, the most efficient way of playing. But it's the way I know how, and it's the way I'm comfortable with playing, so I hope I don't get on anyone's nerves with my poor choices. Alright. Don't trust a sleeping zombie. These ones are easy to kill, the ones that are just crawling. Just knife them. Sometimes they take forever. Thank you! And he's dead. Okay, let's collect whatever was here. Whatever he was guarding. Ink ribbons. Will you take the ink ribbon? I shall. Thank you. So, we have ink ribbons. We could save. We could have saved then, too, in the main hall. I just didn't grab any of them. But, yeah, we could save now if we wanted to. We're not. But we could. So, I'm going to go ahead and head this way. I did grab the emblem, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's do this. I do plan on killing a lot of the zombies and shooting them, so again, if it upsets you, my bad. It's not the intention. I will be using a lot of ammo, though. So, there's my warning. There's your warning. Now we're going for... We just went to the second floor main hall, and now we're going to second floor dining room. Immediately, I'm gonna start pushing this statue. Oh, God. Excuse me. Okay, I'm not gonna kill this one. He's pretty easy to evade. It's such a large area. Well, if you want to follow me, that'd be nice. So I'm not gonna waste any time on this guy, I don't think. Wait for him to get a little closer. Something to consider too, or not consider, but that's fun, or something to note about Resident Evil games. Almost everything has a purpose. Like, and it might seem silly, like right now, like why is there a statue on the second floor banister? What's the right word, banister? Yeah, no, you know what I mean. Second floor dining hall, and like why is there this random statue? And why, like, do I need to push it off? You do. Resident Evil, there's usually a reason for everything. Such as like, in comparison to like Silent Hill, where you can run into like a million locked doors and they're just locked. But in like Resident Evil, if there's a locked door, there's usually some way to unlock it. So there's always a purpose and always a reason. Okay, these guys, we're shooting. Oh, he's dead. That's nice. This is a pretty high traffic area, so we're just gonna get rid of them. And since I have the knife with me now, I think he's dead. He's dead! No, he's not! You absolute jerk. Back it up, back it up. Back it up. You dead? Oh, I think he's dead now. Yeah. The way to know if a zombie is dead is when they fall to the ground and you'll see a pool of blood. That's how you know. You could see them, they're bleeding. But they're dead. Thank goodness. I'm trying to think about where... I know there's a zombie here. We're gonna kill him. There's, I think, 3 zombies in this little spot. Please don't, please. Died right away. I love those ones. Okay. Might be smarter to wait because I'm out of ammo now, but... Oh, he's dead too! Wonderful. Okay, so right away, let's go into this room, and we are going to encounter our first save room. Woohoo! A save room is exactly as it implies. It's a room where you are safe. And I think every save room you will find an item box, which is that thing right there in the corner. And you will find a typewriter, typically. So it's a great place to just to kind of like reset and recuperate. Did I say recuperate? Recuperate. Okay, so we just grabbed those ink ribbons. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. We don't need these right now. We do need this ammo that's sitting in the item box that someone graciously left us because we need it. I'm trying to decide, do I want to... I'm not going to keep the first aid spray on me right now. I feel okay. We haven't, knock on wood, haven't gotten in, or like taken any damage yet, so. Vitamins and serums. Good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. I think we have another zombie in this little hallway that we need to get rid of. Back up, back up, back up. That was my bad. I did the wrong direction. If we can... This ain't worth it. I have to wait till he comes past the... He is. He's dead. Okay. These are high traffic areas, so I'm like, just get rid of them now. Okay, we have one here too. This isn't as high traffic of an area, but no chances, you know? Actually, no. He's gonna corner me. Should have kept the first aid spray. That's fine. Okay. Oh, but you took... Oh. Let's give him one shot. Get out of here. I know. Scary seeing me have such a already low ammo, but trust me. Trust me, we'll make it through this. You have used the lockpick. Thanks, Barry. Every time we use the lockpick, we're gonna thank Barry. Genuinely, thanks. I see you. Will you take the clip? I sure will. You betcha. None of them looks useful. Alright. Nothing special. You say so. Okay. This is also another iconic moment. The whole game is iconic, but yeah. Let's try to read this note. It's dead. This is such a tight area, I don't even want to try, like, doing too much knifing. Well, looks like he was holding something in there with him. Some shells. Thank you, I guess. Just hiding in the closet with some shotgun shells. And a mop and bucket. Alright, so let's finally actually try to read this note. Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night, we played poker with Scott the guard, Elias, and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. May 11th. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. Guess I can sleep well tonight. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying and I ended up dragging my feet as I went to the dog's pen. They had been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th. Fever gone, but itchy. Hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy, Scott King. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. Itchy. Tasty. Keeper's diary has been filed. Great. Wonderful commentary. All right, let's talk about that note. The Keeper's diary appears to document the early stages of some type of infection or mutation. In the note, we learn the Keeper is in charge of watching over a monster that they describe as a gorilla without skin, and that this monster seems to enjoy playing with its food. It's also important to note the Keeper takes care of the dogs on the premises as well. Next thing we know, there is an accident in the basement lab and everyone is wearing protective gear. Pretty quickly, the Keeper exhibits strange behavior and reactions, such as itchy and swollen skin. As this is happening, the Keeper finds that the dogs are acting unusual and a few have even escaped. Upon trying to leave, the Keeper is told they're not to leave the grounds nor can they make any phone calls. A researcher even tried to escape and was shot. At the end, the author of this note seems to have lost all semblance of their former self and is simply itchy and looking for something tasty. So, a few things to point out with that note. So, an accident occurred that it appears that no one was truly prepared for. And from what we can kind of piece together from the note and the state of the mansion, everything went downhill quickly. Like, the notes, I think, started early May, and this is July 24th, so this happened in a span of like 2 months, which is pretty quick. And it makes you wonder, like, how long has it been this bad? Also, we know about the dogs, we've seen all the zombies, but the note mentions a gorilla, a mutated gorilla, to be exact, and it really makes you wonder, like, what the hell are we going to run into here? Are we going to run into this mutated gorilla? And lastly, the note mentions the company, but they're never named in this note. We know who, well, I shouldn't say we know. I'm trying to play this as if you don't know anything about Resident Evil. So I will reveal or talk more about the company once more is revealed, but for now, they are a mystery. But yeah, it seems like they have quite a large staff, like enough to be able to employ one person solely just for looking over their experiments and mutations or whatever. And it just seems like they were trying to shut things down fast when the accident happened. So I just wonder, to what extent did they go to try to shut this down? You know, like try to get out and everything. It's a curious thought. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head out. Itchy Tasty is still like, it's obviously relevant because the games are still relevant, but it is such like it's a staple, and it's still like a well-used reference even today. All right, let's go ahead and leave. Also, it's something to kind of not laugh about, but you see that other like horror games, but mainly like indie horror, I would say, takes a lot of inspiration from Itchy Tasty Note, Keeper's Diary, and I find that endearing. Let's check to see if Kenneth, we can grab stuff from Kenneth's body now. He's Kenneth from Star's Bravo team. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. We can pick him up now. That's great to know. That way, we don't have to try to kill the zombie at the very beginning to get this. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Kenneth. I'm sorry for what happened to you. Let's go back down the other way and enter this pretty door. You have used the lockpick. Thanks, Barry. That's a pretty door. It's quiet. Too quiet. A fine grand piano. There's much to pick up in here. Nothing? Okay. Let's go ahead and push this shelf out of the way. And grab this. Will you take the music notes? Yes. Are those supposed to be like pill bottles, or they're just like bottles, like for the bar? It's supposed to just be bottles. Anyway, let's go to the piano and let's immediately use this music sheet, the music notes. It's Moonlight Sonata. I hope you can't hear me drinking my water. I'm sorry. Okay. Who would have known that would have opened up a secret passageway? No comment? Anyway. Let's grab this. Will you take the gold emblem? Yes, I will. Should have known it was a trap. But no worries. We just need to insert the plain emblem. We just need to do some emblem swapping and we're fine. Thank God there wasn't like gas or like the ceiling wasn't coming down. So let's go ahead and leave. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, let's head back for the dining hall now. See what we can do in there. All right. Before we go back to that, let's this is where we push the statue off, if you recall, and it seems to have left something for us. Will you take the blue jewel? Yes. Thank you. All right, so let's put the gold emblem where the old one used to be. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Will you take the mansion key? Yes. Oh, something too, in your inventory, this is the inventory screen. You have item slots and you can only carry a certain amount of items. It also shows you your health state and what you're holding at the time, yada yada. You can access your map and files through here. But something interesting is you can check or examine items, and it's handy to examine specifically keys. So like this one, we turn it around and check it. A carving of a shield. So now we know this is the shield key. So we may or may not come across doors that have an emblem of a shield, and that means it can be unlocked with this shield key. All right, so what do I have? Okay, let's go do something about this blue gem. Let's see if we can do anything with it. So this little area that we passed by, where the itchy tasty note was to that door behind us, this tiny little hallway. Let's go through this door. It reads, "Some tigers have a red eye and a blue eye." I didn't know that, but I do have a blue jewel, so let's use that. Will you take the wind crest? I will, thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's just leave. All right, so we got the Gwen crest, we got the shield key. I think for a first part, that's pretty good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and head back to the main hall. We're gonna retrace our steps a bit. Let's get to that typewriter. Okay. Will you take the ink ribbon? I will, thank you. There's 3 of them. Okay, so here we're gonna save. You can save your progress with this. Will you use the ink ribbon? I will. Okay, I think that's a great spot to end the video for now. I'm gonna save over this one. Okay, how exciting. So, have Jill face us. Oh. Back it up. There we go. Let's have Jill look at us. Alright, so, yay. We made it through. I am proud of myself. Again, this is my 3rd time trying to record the first part because I'm just so awkward and nervous and just trying to get things right that I just kept messing up. And also, I have cats and they were in a mood. They knew I was trying to do stuff and they wanted to be a part of it, I think. I think I actually have some clips of them helping me with this process of this whole recording a video that I'll add to the end. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Yeah, so we will be back soon for part 2. We'll do a lot more. There's still so much of this game left. Obviously, this is just part 1. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and tell me, is the game loud enough? Am I too loud? Tell me the things, please. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be well, be safe, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Also, isn't Jill so cute? Just on her hip like that. She's like waiting for us. She's like, can you play the damn game? I will soon. Sorry, Jill. No. Hey. Come over here. No. Well, yeah, come here. Sorry. Oops. Pull her up so you can see her little face. I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you off. You're so cute.